What's up everybody? Today I'm going to be showing you how to tie the brown foam ant. So I'm starting off with a size 16 dry fly hook, and I'm using a dark brown UTC Ultra Thread 70 denier. I just start by winding that thread down to the bend of the hook. And I'm just going to grab my foam here. What I've done is I've taken a little piece of foam and I cut the end so it makes a little point. So that way when I tie it down it's not as bulky. So just take that point and tie it in right there. And I just tie down that whole point. It's going to be covered with dubbing so you won't even see it. Make sure you get it in the right place so that when you fold it over it's right on top of the hook. Alright, that looks perfect. Now that we've got it where we want it, we're going to put a little bit of dubbing. This is just waterproof dry fly dubbing. I like to use a brown color. And you can tie this pattern in black or orange, anything you want. Sometimes I like to do half black, half orange, but this brown is really natural, just a great looking pattern. But anyway, we're just going to make a ball of dubbing. Just as close to a ball as you can get. That little bit of dubbing over the point is annoying, so I'm going to fix that real quick. There we go. And make sure you take your time, get that ball of dubbing exactly how you want it. It's better to do it right than have an ugly fly or have to do it again. That's looking a lot better. Just gonna add a little bit more. There we go. That looks about perfect. So just take the thread, put it in front of that ball of dubbing, and now you're gonna fold that foam over. You wanna pull it a little bit tight, not too tight where it breaks, but just tight enough. And just tie that down. Alright, that looks great. Now we're just gonna take the foam and tie it down all the way up to the eye of the hook. Just pull it in between every turn, pull it a little bit tight, so that the body isn't unnecessarily bulky. Just do a turn, pull the foam, do a turn, pull the foam, all the way till you get to the eye of the hook. And make sure you keep the foam on top, straighten it anytime it's necessary. There we go. We'll do one more turn. Perfect. Alright, so now we're going to bring the thread back to where we tied in the foam. Just right by that bump of foam, and we're going to tie in our hackle. I like to undersize the hackle on this fly, so this is a size 18 brown rooster saddle hackle on a 16 hook. It just makes the legs not too long for this specific fly. Just tie in that hackle feather. If it doesn't behave, just make sure you take your time again, just get it where you want it. And once you've got it tied in, just bring that thread all the way back up to the foam by the eye. Now we're going to do our other dubbing ball. This time I'll add a little bit more dubbing to begin with so we don't have to keep adding it. Alright, just make your second ball. Oh, that looks perfect on the first try. Nice. Alright, so fold over your foam again, just like with the back, and pull it a little bit tight and tie it down. There we go, and once you've got it tied down nice and tight, you want to cut that foam, so pull it pretty tight and then just cut it off. And then we're just going to tie off that foam. Tie that part down so it's not lumpy. It is going to be a little bit lumpy, but that's okay. It'll look fine under the hackle. But just build up over here where it's a little bit thinner. Use the thread to build it up so it's more even. and just make sure you cover that foam the best you can. And now we're going to take the hackle and just start winding it. Alright, so just get nice even wraps right over the last one. And now we're going to tie off that feather. Just make sure you get at least one good turn. Get a couple more, move that feather out of the way. And cut the butt section. Perfect, now just secure that down more if you need to. And you could whip finish right here. It is a little bit more difficult, so I like to cross the thread underneath on that dubbing side. And you'll barely be able to tell, the fish won't be able to tell. And just whip finish right there at the eye of the hook. Perfect, and you can add a little bead of cement or glue if you'd like to that thread, but it's not really necessary, I don't think. And there you go, that looks great as it is, but what I like to do is I like to turn it over and cut the hackles off of the underside. That'll give it a nice looking profile when it's in the water, a nice footprint. This has just been more productive for me personally. But yeah, that's it. The brown foam ant. This is a nice little productive pattern. It'll catch a lot of fish. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe.